Hi, welcome. Right, let's get started. This is our speed dating of the Mourne Mountains. So I've got a Sharpie so that you can see. All of this is just to get your eye and your brain involved in this without you overthinking. So we're going to plant a horizon to begin with. So left to right, right to left. Doesn't matter if it is a little bit wonky. And then you're going to go about an inch above the horizon on the right-hand side of your canvas. You're going to come up into one mountain peak and come down. Then you're going to go up into another one and come right down to the sea, where the Mourne Mountains come down to the sea.
Oh, you can't see mine.
Yeah, that's great. Good.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go over to the right-hand side again. So about a centimeter below where the horizon line was. You're just going to take it off right to the bottom corner.
Yeah.
And this is your sea. So these are the mountains. This is your sea. And then here, you're just going to do a little bit of like the sand dunes, that pampas seagrass or whatever it's called. And then you're going to just indicate where there's some little waves here. And lastly, a wee bit of cloud around the top of your mountains.
Yeah.
Excellent. So you need a brush. I'm using the flathead brush to begin with. And we're going to mix a navy. And the best way to do that is a big chunk of blue. And even if we don't get it all done today, that's okay. And a little bit of black. And we're going to mix that into the blue. So black, you want to add very cautiously. So, and I'm working with kids, I talk about it, comes with a wee warning. So you just dip your brush in and then mix it into, so you get a really dark, dark blue. If you're using ultramarine blue like me, that's a very good way to get to it.
How big is the flathead brush?
Mine's small. It is about just shy of a centimeter.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, so, and we just mix, don't overthink it. You just want to get, so you've got a really dark blue, which essentially will be like a navy color. Roll off what's on your brush so you're not wasting it, and then take some white and add it to that. So you start to get this dark blue, but it has a nice cloudy lightness to it as well. And when you have that, we are going to dip it in a little bit of water, and then we're going to add it on there. And you'll see what I mean by it's like navy with a little bit of the white through it. And I don't want you to worry about not having enough paint, because the other thing I want you to think about is when you add water to your brush, that can help you pull the paint down so you get this nice transparency underneath. And if you need to add a little bit more white in there, go for that. So you get a second version of the blue. I'm just showing you there now. The dark blue and then a slightly lighter version of it. Oops. And I'm going to add that on. So you have these little areas which are very light. And then you have other ones that are just more opaque. Isn't that the right term, I think? Good. And then take some more white in. So we're really mixing it into a very light blue now, like a cornflower blue. And I'm doing that with all of it. And that's going to be the one that comes right down close to the sea. And it's also the one that's going to be those clouds that we did. So this just clouds always hang around the top of the mountains. Here we have. And it's just about getting paint on there. Over the course, we will be doing some pieces that take much longer and other pieces where you really just have to not think about it. And it's just about getting paint on the canvas. Good. Lovely mixing. Before we get rid of that, I'm going to take some onto my brush, and whatever is in the sea always reflects, or whatever's in the sky always reflects what's in the sea. So if you think about, this is like the reflection here. So I'm going to
You
put
see me?
oh, breaking up.
Oh, can you see me?
Good, I can see, yeah. So what I was saying there was the reflection on the sky always comes into the sea as well. So this is just taking a little bit of that color that you had and we're putting it in. Even if we paint over it, it just softens the eye, I think, for the viewer. There's just a wee bit of a language. So you're just, even whatever's on your brush, or dip your brush in the water and let a little bit of that color come off onto there. Excellent. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take some yellow.
Yeah.
And we're going to mix that into our blue. The blue that we were mixing before, I'm going to take a little bit more of the normal blue into that. So we're mixing the blue, the yellow into the blue. And then what you start to get is like a turquoisey color.
Into which blue?
Into the blue that we had been mixing, yeah. So you're taking some yellow into there. And then you're going to take a little bit of the original blue, like the blue straight out of the tube. Yep.
Yeah.
You're mixing that in so that you get a sort of turquoisey shade. It'll be, if it's very yellowy green, add more blue. And take a little bit off. So rather than stay deep in the color that you've got, scoop that up and roll it over somewhere just beside, so you don't get lost in the color. Sometimes we can get lost. Yeah. And then add blue to that. And then add a little bit of white to that as well. Turquoise can be tricky to get, and it's not always true. You know, it's real true. It depends on your yellows and depends on the mixing and the quantities, but you will get a version of it that will just be different from what you had. It's a yellower tone to it.
More navy now I'm getting, look.
Oh, are you?
What am I doing wrong then? I might need to add more yellow.
Let's see. No, stick with the blue. Stick with the blue. What you need now is white in that. You just need white in that. Go for a little bit of white in it, and you'll see it sort of becomes like a minty color.
I don't know about that.
Let's see.
Look, 1 second. See my head in it.
That's exactly right. No, that's good. That's good. Wee bit of yellow, but don't take much. Just a little dab. Dab the brush into it.
Yeah.
Let me see what you're mixing there. Yeah. And then some more white in that. You just need to keep working at it. Wee bit of white. Yep. And I would even go for another bit of blue. Blue, blue, blue. Not dark blue, just blue straight out of the tube.
Mm-hmm.
And once you get that, we're putting that all along where the sea is here. Let's see what you've got. Yeah, roll off that, a bit of that then on where you are. Roll it off there. Yep. And then add some white to that.
Mm-hmm.
Love that paint board you have. Great.
That was GAKAR. I bought it. It was about 10 or 12 euro, wasn't that, dear?
Great. And blue, a wee bit more blue in that. Oh, that's lovely though. That's good. Look at mine. It's similar to mine.
Oh yeah, so yeah.
Okay. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to cut that there and come back to it. I don't know what your
No, that suits me fine today. Now I'm half under pressure as well.
okay, so let's just cover our sea with that. We're just going to do variations on it as well. So you're just going to get a big block of it down and then add some white to it too. So mine's going a bit, you just mix it up so there's a bit of warmth in it. That's what the yellow does. It adds warmth to it. and you're going over even that blue that you had, you know, the one that we did of the shadow.
Yeah.
This is basically the sea here that we're doing. And the idea with all of the painting that we do is just layers. It's just all about layers. And you can see I've still got a wee bit, so you can see that that is the sky into the sea. And
Yeah.
really white for the bottom, so mix a lot of white into what I have here. Mine looks a lot more harsh because of the dark lines for you all to see, but that is what it should look like at this stage. Let me see yours. Yes, good commitment, and lovely. I can see your grades as well there. Excellent. So the next time what we'll do is we're going to revisit the sky and we're going to do the mountains, and then we'll go over the sea and then the beach. Or in fact, next time what we'll definitely do is the mountains and the beach. And then maybe after that, we'll revisit these. We'll see what we are, because that was speed painting. Good mixing.
Well, I was half out of sync as well, to be honest. So we'll get into it better next week.
Yeah, great. Right. Have a good one and look forward to the next one.
Bye.